So I wanted to do just a short reading in this quiet space between Christmas and New Year's. It's both quiet and busy, always at the end of a week like this, you know, the one that stretches, and there's no school, and kids have gotten their Christmas presents, and there's not a whole lot going on. If you've hosted Christmas, you've already cleaned the house, so you don't have to do a lot of cleaning. You're preparing to get back into the flow of things, but it tends to be a quieter week. And at the end, it's always like, where did that week go and what did I do? But hopefully you've been able to spend some time reading or doing whatever you love best. I wanted to do just a short reading in quiet times like these, or whenever I have time to reflect. I often think of my children. They're getting older way too quickly. I'm really blessed to have them all home with us right now for the holidays. My daughter will be going back to Pensacola later in January, and who knows how soon one or both of the boys might be traveling away for college, or, you know, God knows. But they're all home right now, and being a parent, being a mother is the most amazing thing. And so this little reading is by Madeleine L'Engle. It's from her Crosswick journals, the first book in her Crosswick journals, called A Circle of Quiet. And this is just a little thing about raising children. Those of us who write are responsible for the effect of our books. Those who teach, who suggest books to either children or adults, are responsible for their choices. Like it or not, we either add to the darkness of indifference and out-and-out evil which surround us, or we light a candle to see by. We can surely no longer pretend that our children are growing up into a peaceful, secure world. We've come to the point where it's irresponsible to try to protect them from the irrational world they will have to live in when they grow up. The children themselves haven't yet isolated themselves by selfishness and indifference. They do not fall easily into the error of despair. They are considerably braver than most grown-ups. Our responsibility to them is not to pretend that if we don't look, evil will go away, but to give them weapons against it. One of the greatest weapons of all is laughter, a gift for fun, a sense of play which is sadly missing from the grown-up world. When one of our children gets isolated by a fit of sulks, my husband would say very seriously, "Look at me now, don't laugh. Whatever you do, don't laugh." Nobody could manage to stay long-faced for very long, and communication was re-established. When Hugh and I are out of sorts with each other, it is always laughter that breaks through the anger and withdrawal. Paradox again. To take ourselves seriously enough to take ourselves lightly. If every hair of my head is counted, then in the very scheme of the cosmos I matter. I am created by a power who cares about the sparrow and the rabbit in the snare and the people on the crowded streets, who calls the stars by name, and you, and me. So just a short one. Again, that's from A Circle of Quiet by Madeleine L'Engle. She has several books in the Crosswicks journal. The Crosswicks were a home that she lived in when she wasn't living in New York. Madeleine L'Engle is probably most well known for her Time Quintet, the Wrinkle in Time, which has been made into a movie fairly recently, but as with most books that have been made into a movie, the book is better. If you haven't read it, you should. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this quiet week. I hope you're able to spend time with the people that you love best, and as you prepare for the new year, as you reflect over the year that is passing, I hope that you're able to reflect on precious memories and that you're able to get geared up for a tremendous new year to come. Amazing how quickly this year has come and gone. And I wish you all the best in the upcoming year.